Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Anthony is out there with Russel Westbrook, and it's Howard in at the center position. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now here's Westbrook. The pass to Anthony. Here's Howard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to George. Back to Beverly. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
When Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now here's Leonard. No good that time.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
James. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Good on the three-point shot.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
That's just outstanding. Sometimes you are helpless trying to stop D. Howard inside from scoring. I mean, even when you foul him, and foul him hard.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Free throw good, Howard. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside Leonard. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
He's off on the second.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron tonight. We both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now Westbrook, following the three-point attempt by Dwight Howard. Davis kicks to Westbrook. Kept alive. 4 seconds left. No good on the layup.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 2. LeBron against Leonard, outside for Davis. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. George. The Lakers with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Anthony, the pass to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing. A great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Everly with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Monk's checked in for the Lakers. Now, here is George, guarded closely. Up top, Leonard, clock at 6. Right at the free throw line, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Westbrook against Jackson. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up and finished off by Westbrook.
He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above the rim finisher.
Clippers trail by 3. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson looking it over. Shot to stop the run, and Jackson throws it down hard.
How about the hops of Jackson? Proving he can get up to throw it down.
Here's Westbrook. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
Inside, and there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rondo.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo can make.
Monk for 3, good on the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Clippers trail by 7. Now Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Cousins inside. He's up against Gasol.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Cousins. This is where he does the most damage. So defensively, you have to scheme for him.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Westbrook's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. Kennard up top, defended by Gasol. To the middle. Jackson misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
At just 6'3", Monk loves showing off the major hops. That was impressive.
So it's the Clippers now. 9-point game. Rondo dishes to Jackson. Passes to Cousins. Over Gasol. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Gasol. Ellington comes in for LeBron. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that free throw, good from Nunn. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Cousins. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Lakers leading by 9. Back to Nunn. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And the Clippers call time here.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
I mean, come on, fellas, keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
To Kennard. Jackson with it. Over Monk.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yes, that goes in. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Rondo finds Jackson. Another shot. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Nunn against Rondo. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Oh, the timing on the play is exceptional. Davis arrives right on cue to slam it in.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 13.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Here's Ariza, and Ariza with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Howard in at the 5. Nunn passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Now here's Ellington. Ariza kicks to Ellington. It's good from long range. Ellington's got 5.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Beverly, and Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Clippers trail by 16. Davis with the double team. Out to Morris. On the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Now, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish it.
Howard. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's Kennard, top of the key. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when the brow gets up, get out of the way, unless you want to be on a post.
And the Clippers call time here. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Diaz no shot is stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
I love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That'll put Paul George on the line. They get Russel Westbrook. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from George. Lakers leading by 14. Westbrook drives in. Count it. Westbrook's got 15.
Defense probably had a plan for Westbrook's drive, but he's so dynamic. I mean, it all falls apart.
Anthony against George. Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside. Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Beverly against Westbrook. And that one's good. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even when contact comes Beverly's way, I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And here's George. He's got 7. And he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
To the inside, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 16-point game. From the line, rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Leonard against LeBron. And here's Morris for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
But yeah, Morris is just a tremendous shooter. He has great touch from beyond the arc.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for a bucket. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Lakers also making a switch. Monk's checked in. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rondo dishes to George. Back to Rondo. From the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Rajon Rondo's never been a sharp shooter, but over the course of his career, he's gotten more comfortable from range.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Leonard. High post Cousins. George up top. Down low. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Man, the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It's now much more of a face-up player.
And that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do. He's such an effective and versatile scorer. I mean, once Davis starts to get going, he's tough to slow down.
Right side George, Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Showing the muscle right there. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
Clippers trail by 16. Leonard draws the double. Zubac the pass to Cousins. Great tee that time from Davis.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And they double up LeBron. Leonard with the steal. 1:29 left here in the second, and he gets the bucket.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
The shot by Monk is no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the Lakers call time here. For the Clippers, Luke Kennard comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Anthony Davis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Wayne Ellington's checked in for James. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 16. Ellington the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Ariza, and it's slammed in by Ariza.
Oh, you got to respect the fearlessness of Ariza, slamming it through in style.
The Clippers shooting, certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Jackson, that's good.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Nunn with it. He's got 6. Feeds it to Monk. Stolen by Jackson. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summer's on, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 23 points. And, of course, the duel of Anthony Davis and LeBron James in action for the Lakers. Kenny. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So it's the Lakers now. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I love Westbrook's use of the play, always creating offensive opportunities for his teammates.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Here's Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
No good from Howard. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Beverly, and Davis sends it back, and he recovers it. Back to Beverly, fires the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And what confidence from Beverly, squaring himself up as the pass was coming his way. So he was ready to fire.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading the scores.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 9. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
It's Davis on the wing, covered by Morris. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
To the middle. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got his 4th assist in this one. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This constant pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense, he never stops coming right at you.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
But,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
George against Anthony. Beverly wide open. A shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Westbrook passes to Howard, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
The Lakers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 18. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Beverly against James. And then Leonard with the dunk.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now Beverly, he's got 14. There's the pass to Leonard. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 14.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's Leonard again missing. Howard with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over.
James against Leonard. Over Davis. Leonard, no luck.
That's high quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Clippers trail by 18. Here's George. The step back jumper is good. 17 points in the game.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Leonard. The Lakers also changing it up. Malik Monk comes in for Anthony. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russel Westbrook. Monk, no one around him. Here's Howard. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. why Leonard has won, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
GA, thank you. And it's George missing. Lakers leading by 20. Monk for three, but they recover it. George looking over the floor. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defensive end.
The shot by Monk is no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Yep, that one goes in there. Beverly's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
Ibaka outside. Back to Rondo. George trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And finished off by LeBron.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And here is Cousins. 8 points for him. Kennard. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Davis gets to the line a whole lot. And people don't talk about it, but he's an excellent foul shooter. About 80% most seasons.
Leonard, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Lakers, Trevor Ariza's checked in for Howard. And Ellington is subbed in for James. Pass to Cousins. Here's Leonard. 14 points for him. 5 on the clock. Back to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, really? Cousins is so big and strong that you really have to whack him to prevent him from scoring. He welcomes contact with open arms and one.
Monk for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Monk's got 8 points.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Cousins finds Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard with the ball. He's got 5. Shoots, and he gets the jumper to drop. He has 7.
But there isn't a spot on the floor where Kennard isn't comfortable with his jump shot. I mean, there are a lot of hot zones out there for him.
Here's none, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
None against Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's his first foul. 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Nunn looking around. Pass to Monk. What's the pitch? Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nunn. Now off the inbound, and the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 8 points.
Wow, and Jackson is just crafty down inside. He has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time. Great work right there on the inbounds play, getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got it off in time, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Anthony out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Monk in at the shooting guard. Anthony trying to get open. Ariza no luck. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Monk for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
And an impressive job by Cousins to get the D to overcommit. He's one of the toughest covers in the league from the interior.
Russel Westbrook in for Kendrick Nunn.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Monk. Back to Westbrook. Ariza, right side. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with a quick leaping ability, which he uses to block shots.
And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That'll be his second foul of the game. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. The baseline J. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers leading by 17. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Outside Jackson. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. The pass to Ariza. Beverly against Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Anthony's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got that one up quick. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half. Lakers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And the shot goes down. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Yeah, Westbrook is really racking up points. I mean, the focus he's brought to this game is just incredible.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Ring shot on the way. Morris, no good. The Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. And Paul George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Lakers also making a switch. LeBron, he's checked in for Monk. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
And Westbrook, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No one plays with more fire than Russ. I mean, relentless at going to the hoop. No choice but to foul him sometimes.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 16. Outside Leonard fires the 3. Rebounded by Howard. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. He feeds it to Howard.
Never easy trying to mark Howard. I mean, he's terrific at forcing the issue and getting a foul call.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And Beverly kicks to George. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Paul George with the steal. Leonard inside. Covered by Anthony. Lakers leading by 16. Over Morris. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Howard. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
Now Beverly. Pass to Morris.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Beverly finds Ibaka. 2 points. That one goes.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
And the Lakers call time here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Pulls up on the wing, and it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 22 points for Anthony Davis.
Wow, how about that quick thinking from AD? He doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and let it fly.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Westbrook against Beverly. Inside. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside. The length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
At the line for 2. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Passes it to LeBron. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Leonard hits them both. Lakers leading by 20. Westbrook dishes to Anthony. Here's James, and James throws it down.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Clippers shooting 40% in the fourth. Beverly against Westbrook. To the inside. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Outside, Davis. LeBron against Leonard. 4 on the clock. James, the pass to Westbrook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Clippers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Leonard against LeBron. Can't hit that one. Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Pass to Westbrook. The kick out to LeBron. Releases from the wing and drills it.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Inside, here's Leonard. Easy jumper from very short distance. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Westbrook passes to LeBron. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Dishes to George. Back to Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rondo against Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing on them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russel Westbrook.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Davis finds Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Davis on the foul.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Here's Mann. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Bazemore passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Bazemore misses. And here's Rondo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Had a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, a challenge for you tonight with your matchup. How much motivation do you get in a game like this one?
My matchup is not an individual matchup. It's us as a team trying to get better, and we were able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Well, man, I appreciate the time. Thanks, man. Congrats. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.